Fishermen under the Tobago Unified Fisherfolk Association are demanding answers from Chief Secretary Farley Augustine about compensation for losses caused by the Gulfstream oil spill. In December 2024, they were informed of inconsistencies in their submissions to the International Oil Pollution Compensation Fund and were instructed to resubmit. However, they remain dissatisfied with this response. More from reporter Kandace Jackson.
Regardless of whether the fault lies with the THA, the central government, or the IOPC, fishermen under TUFA have decided that Chief Secretary Farley Augustine should bear full responsibility.
Very disappointed. Very disappointed.
The fishermen were severely impacted by the February 7, 2024 Gulfstream oil spill. The THA has repeatedly stated that it lacks the funds to compensate them for an incident caused by an unidentified international entity. To address the issue, the central government engaged the IOPC to handle the claims. However, the IOPC informed the THA that it could not validate the claims due to insufficient information. One reason cited was that fishermen were reportedly able to operate in areas outside of Lambo and Scarborough during the affected period. This claim has been strongly refuted by fisherman Richard Burris.
We have videos of that oil all up in front Cologne and Castara. All these places way down. Some of this oil go all down to Grenada. So you can't tell me no 15 kilometers away from which part oil spill. It went further than that and it handbugged people.
Other fishermen like Captain Barry St. George encountered oil while adrift fishing south of Tobago just days after the initial incident.
When the boat reached in the oil spill, I realized what it was. So I then had to stop my fishing, drive away from it, dragging all my fishing tackles so that they didn't get covered in the oil, and forget about that. So that is 2 days wasted again. Same thing, all bait in the well dead, because once that oil go inside the bait, well bait and living in there.
Fishermen also reported that vessels caught in oil during the first few days of the spill required weeks or even months of repairs before they could return to sea. They also noted that the impact extended to many others within the fishing industry.
This is a bait area. This is the lobster ground. He haven't talked about what about the crab catchers like Manuel, like Adila Board. He ain't talk about the stakeholders, the vendors, like Miss Laura, feeding off at the back of the fishermen, she small shop.
These claims were reportedly rejected by the IOPC. Another challenge with the compensation process was that the claims were submitted by fishermen who were operating based outside of Lambo and Scarborough. However, Richard Burris, based in Palatavia but typically fishes in the affected area, was instructed to submit his claims.
A white gentleman from IOPC from ITOF also told me, Mr. Taylor, he said, you were fishing down on the south? He said, yes. He said, well, if you are fishing down on the south and you have to leave because of the oil, you are inconvenienced and you have a right to put down your name for compensation.
Meanwhile, the oil is still being washed ashore.
So when the sea rough, it dig it up and sometimes it traces the oil and things still.
The fishermen believe that despite lacking the required data, bookkeeping or documentation, stronger advocacy should be made on their behalf. This is why Alison Thomas has expressed disappointment in the Chief Secretary, accusing him of not doing enough to secure relief for them.
We want the Honorable Farley Augustine to come and face us. We don't want him behind closed door in no meeting. Let him come down back on the ground. From where we pick him up and put him there, let him come down here and reach us.
Augustine has not yet responded to requests for comment. Meanwhile, fishermen threaten legal action. Kandace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.